Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm a sewer tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 2008 North Carroll Avenue here in Newburgh. We're located at the front of the home just off to the right of the doorway. We have a 3-inch ABS cleanout as our point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Currently have water running. Here we go. It appears to bell out to a 4-inch pipe here at 2 feet out. And transitions to PVC pipe here at 4 feet. Transitions to 6-inch concrete here at 33 feet. And we do have some pooling in the line there. We'll take a look at that on the way out once we get the pipe all drained out. Here at 68 feet, we've reached the terminus of the line. So it's either building up back there somewhere, or it's now it's starting to trickle through here. I located the camera head successfully at the main lateral out on North Carroll Avenue. I think it's still in the process of draining out. I'm going to go ahead and start reeling back here. I'm not seeing a whole lot of water moving past the camera at this point. We've had the water turned off for about 3 or 4 minutes, so it should be pretty much done draining. There is a bunch of debris though back near where the transition to concrete is that could be holding some water back. So this particular spot right here, unfortunately, there's so much water and junk caught in the line that I can't tell what's going on here. And I do recommend the line be jetted and then rescope, or maybe do an auger or something like that to see if you can get the debris to move, because it's possible you have a root intrusion here causing all this, but because of the debris in the water, you don't have a view of the roots. So sometimes if you don't, you can run a jetter past this stuff sometimes, but clean it so effectively you can cut the roots back to where you can't see them anymore. So anyway, just make that known to the drain cleaner to try and remove the debris without destroying any evidence of roots. I have a feeling you may have a belly here anyway, but that blockage runs all the way across the flow line there, and it could be holding all this water back. So I'm going to locate my camera right here where it's going over this mound of debris. I located the camera head at the kind of the front of the front edge of the grass near the sidewalk. I'm getting a very deep depth there, though, of like 9-10 feet deep. So I'm going to pull back to right here. This is where all the standing water starts at. What we have here is one of a few different things. We either have a belly that's caused all the standing water and causing the debris buildup, and removing the debris won't fix the belly. It's just going to remove that for the time being. You could also have a root intrusion that's come through and it's catching everything, a root intrusion and a combination of that and a belly or something of that nature. But unfortunately at this time, with all the stuff that's in the line there, I can't diagnose as to what the issue is. So I recommend a hydrojet or an auger to remove the debris, and then a rescope to see if anything else can be seen there. Once you remove that blockage, though, you'll know if you've got a belly here or something else going on, because the water will either drain out or it won't. I put a couple white X's in the front yard area. Those are not to be used as, they're rough markings. I'm getting the camera head here at 10 feet deep, which is very, very deep considering how far out we are. It's entirely possible, but I recommend having locates performed to double check that. That seems rather extreme for just being 33 feet out. The line does do a pretty hard dive, so it's possible, but when you're digging around that depth there, I highly recommend relocating. So those, again, are to be considered rough markings. That's purely as a reference point. So most of our debris and everything ends right here around 40. It's about 7 feet of pipe here where all the standing water and debris is at. No, anyway, I recommend a hydrojet or auger to clean that out, and then a rescope to go back in there and see if you can see what's going on exactly. And it's kind of in, I don't know if there used to be trees here in the front yard. There's certainly trees kind of off to either side of the line near the front of near the sidewalk area. Anyway, it could be roots. It may just be a bad belly there as well. I'm going to go ahead and reel the camera all the way out of the line here. I'm going to try and relocate here, actually right at the bottom of this dive. But anyway, all the PVC pipe here that we scoped is in great shape and functioning very nicely. So I pull back right here. This is just a little bit before the transition point. I'm getting closer to around 7 feet here. So anyway, that's why my depths are kind of jumping around. Sometimes that's due to underground utilities and stuff. So again, those markings are to be considered rough, and do relocate before digging there. They're in that spot, but the depths could be off there. So anyway, I'm going to reel the camera all the way out. Aside from the 33 to 40 foot section of the line, the rest of it is in good condition with good flow and is functioning properly. I recommend a rescope after any repair work is done to ensure it was done correctly. But the line needs to be drain cleaned and then rescoped to see what kind of issue you have going on there. And the line's headed over right between those two sets of trees there, kind of just off to the side of that white signpost there.